He could have been a 400-metre runner for cricketing the way he ran.
I've never been frightened when I'm hooking down with Brian, because he's beside me and he keeps me going, and perhaps I keep him going as well. And one of the, I think, greatest memories when I saw him going over for a try in the final against Leslie in the Schweppes Cup, and his face said everything, and you know, he's such a character, and I'm sure Neath will miss that as well.
They come around about once every 10,000 years. He's pound for pound probably the strongest man I've ever known, so there was nothing wrong with his scrimmage. His line of techniques and his presence there were out of this world. But his main attributes was once he got the ball in his hand, and he invariably did that by taking it off people rather easily, because mainly I think because he was at it all day and doing the same thing with cows and sheep all day. You know, we just said, well, that's the thing that we've got to focus on, and more people join him, and we literally built the side around his characteristics.
A character that meant he'd bounce back time after time, even after almost losing an arm in a farming accident last season. But in the end, that one injury proved that even Brian Williams was mortal. Man, not machine.
It hasn't come right. And I think that is the biggest influence on why I'm packing it up this year, because the hand isn't right. You know, it doesn't, it's no near the strength that it was before. And between that and the knee injury and a few little niggly injuries, so I've come to the decision to call it a day. It would have been nicer to call it a day when in the cup final or something like that, but I made my decision it was going to be this year, and it's as it is.
In the end, perhaps it was fitting that Brian bowed out at his beloved Knoll. It'll be a poorer place without him, but he'll always have his place in Neath folklore.
What are some of those memories that will live with you once you've packed up the journey back up to East Wales?
Well, winning the Schweppes Cup with Neath when Kevin lifted that cup, and that first time against Leslie on that hot day was the best feeling, the best moment of my life, I think so.
And then going on to win your first cap, being such a strong Welshman, that must have been a dream come true.
Oh, it was a dream come true, and especially being to go out, to run out in the arms, running out with Kevin, who'd been there a couple of times before, or a few times before, but to know that Kevin was by the side of me running out, that meant a lot to me. You know, it gives me shivers now thinking about it, but tremendous feeling.
What do you think some of the main things that the rugby's given you?
Friendship with a lot of other people, travelled the country, and I don't know, well, speak more English. I don't know. It's widen your horizons, like you meet more people, more friends.
Do you think you'll miss it?
I miss it now, thinking about it now, but it's a decision that had to be made, and I done it. I miss it terrible now. I know that I can't watch the game, but perhaps now that I'm giving up, I will go and watch more. I don't know.
It's a bit early yet, maybe, but do you think you will come down a level with your old club, Narberth or Crymych, or with Kevin in Cardigan or whatever?
I say no, but then no, there's a summer in front of us. The body heals over the summer. Perhaps the body will want to go again next year, but I doubt it. I'll keep in touch with rugby, with Narberth or whoever, you know, and I don't know, but about playing wise, well, September we'll see.
It'll give you more time with the family, but it may be harder work looking after Maddie and Betson and...
Yes, well, I don't know, perhaps they'd be kicking me out in September because they've had a belly people to see me, but I don't know, but there's a lot of work. Gwen's got a lot of work at home there, and perhaps I could do my bit. I know I'm not very good at it, but perhaps I'll get better.
Are we going to miss him? We're certainly going to miss him. More than any player that I've known since my connection with, and I don't say that lightly, with any player since my connection with East Club, and we are very, very grateful for having him. Him going away from here and what gratitude he's got from East Club is probably because we taught him to swim. When we had courts on tours, because he couldn't swim, it was the penalty for Brian was always being thrown in the deep end of the swimming pool, and didn't take him long to learn either.
Well, there could be no better tribute coming from Brian Thomas, but we'll miss him, won't we, Mark? And I suppose you'll always go in for a bit of arm wrestling now he's finished his rugby.
Yeah, he'll bounce back, I'm sure. When it comes to mental hardness and sort of respect for your fellow man, really, I mean, Brian Williams is up there with the very, very best.
Ever had the odd tussle with him?
No, him and Kevin Phillips used to wind me up once or twice in the Welsh squad.
Easily done though, Mark, isn't it?
Easily done, yes. Yeah.
Dave, you must have enjoyed your experiences against him there.
I don't know if I enjoy it. I think I was always nervous when I knew that Brian was playing, because, I mean, his strength, I think, was legendary within Welsh rugby. But I just got a tremendous amount of respect for the man, because he stayed with Neath right the way through. And the amount of travelling he's done, you know, from the farm to Neath, training twice a week, playing every weekend. I tried it from Bristol for a couple of years, and it's hard work, outstanding.
Great, thanks very much. Well, now in England, the Courage Club Championship